can ask the question if he's gonna. Okay. Would you describe yourself as an Afropolitan?
I think I've been described as one. I never really thought of myself as one. I love the term. It sounds cool, rolling off the tongue. You know, Afropolitan, sure, why not?
I think the term basically is used to identify a new generation of Africans who consider themselves global citizens. I think that you do exemplify an Afropolitan. And staying on that note, we're going to talk a little bit about your nonprofit. I know that Liberated People is not only a line that's geared towards people expressing themselves and their struggle for liberation, but you also want to use this as an opportunity to give back to those in need. And it's interesting that a lot of people associate Africa with charity, but in true Afropolitan fashion, you chose Beat the Streets, which is a nonprofit in Baltimore.
This is true.
Which shows that Africans, global Afropolitans, are concerned with communities that are underserved communities all over the world, not just communities in Africa. So can you tell me why you chose Beat the Streets?
Beat the Streets is a local nonprofit doing great work in the community. Started in the community and serving that in their community, and it doesn't get any more direct than that. I don't believe in charity. I think charity has been one of the most detrimental forces to the continent of Africa and many other countries. And what Beat the Street is doing is not charity. They're rejuvenating their own community, and I wanted to be a part of that. And I launched this for-profit company with a socially conscious core, so we can continuously help different nonprofits on a rotating basis. And I'm fortunate to be working with Beat the Streets as an individual, and also with Liberated People. I mean, it's great. Plus, it's a wrestling and tutoring program. Wrestling saved my life, literally, and it changed the whole vector of my life growing up. So it just made absolute sense that they would be the first nonprofit that we work with.
Excellent. So Liberated People is really the theme is to liberate people in every sense of the word.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just nations, but like personal, individual liberation, and that can be anything. There's no judgment on it. I often say it can be when someone. It could be if someone got married, they found liberation in that. When someone got divorced, they found liberation in that. When someone kicked heroin to when someone found heroin. There's, like, whatever your personal liberation is.
Excellent. Okay, so we went on the website. Your website is absolutely fabulous, and viewed the t-shirts. The t-shirts are dope. So if you guys haven't gone to the website, can you tell us the name of the website?
WeAreLiberated.com.
The t-shirts are dope. You have t-shirts for both men and women, and I love them. I'll be purchasing a few for myself, but can you tell me what else we can expect from Liberated People, the brand? Are we going to see, besides t-shirts, are we going to see hats and sweatsuits
and hoodies and so on? I think it's very important to me to keep it, we want to expand, but we also want to keep things revolutionary minded in every step of the way. And that can be in different, and that comes in many different ways. It can be, you can revolutionize yourself by becoming more literate in the world, or discovering your brothers and sisters in another nation, or down the block. So we want to, as the brand expands, we want to keep those things in mind and not just make apparel because we can, but we want to make things that they're fitting to the cause.
Now, are you actually a part of the design process? Like, is Gbenga designing the t-shirts? Seriously?
I'm not designing. I have designers. I tell them what I want, and they have the skill to do it. You know, I'm working with some really, really good designers right now, and I went through a few before I got one that got what I was trying to do, and what the message was, and I was able to convey that to him. So, Lex, if you're out there, thank you. You are fantastic.
Excellent. So, all right, you also mentioned, again, that you consider yourself an Afropolitan, and your t-shirts, again, you guys can go on the website and look at the t-shirts. Can you say the name of the website again?
WeAreLiberated.com.
Okay, are we gonna get a t-shirt that says Afropolitan or something to promote? Because again, that term has been floating around. It's very, what's the word? It's very trendy right now. A lot of Afropolitans like to identify with that. Can we get a Liberated People Afropolitan global citizen?
If there's a global citizen idea floating around as far as the shirt, if we can come up with a way of putting it out there that is a new type of way, not like the way that's been floating around, and brings it back to what it's, what the original term means, absolutely. I'm really interested in not jumping onto bandwagons, but creating new paths.
Right, innovative, creative, that's an Afropolitan. But okay, so finally, in closing, can you just introduce yourself again, introduce your brand, introduce the website, and let people know where they can
Sure.
One last question though. Let me go back. So currently, Liberated People, We Are Liberated is the only place where people can purchase the t-shirts, or is there other places besides?
You can buy Liberated People t-shirts at weareliberated.com and at okplayer.com.
Okay, great. I needed to know that. Okay, now in closing, I just want you to introduce yourself again. Introduce your new label that we're launching tonight.
Oh, one more thing. You can also buy them in Makata, the museum in Brooklyn.
I gotta write that down.
We're in Makata, which is great.
Okay.
And you can also buy them in Bebe Noir in Harlem.
Yeah, excellent. All right. So in closing, just introduce yourself, introduce the new label, the new brand, and the website again.
My name is Gbenga Akinnagbe from Liberated People, and you can catch us at weareliberated.com, also at okplayer.com. Thanks for checking us out.